All right, everybody. Well, my name is Erin Bush. I'm a Diamond Ambassador with Plexus. I think I'm Melissa's 12, level 12, I think. And we've really enjoyed these Saturday coffee chats. I hope you guys have too. This is the last one in the month of May. And we have 9 days left. I think I counted right this morning. My brain is a little bit of mush. 9 days left in the month of May. So today, we're going to discuss how to finish strong. We're going to discuss how to make goals for the rest of the 9 days, how to implement those goals. I'm going to give you some really simple steps that actually Melissa talked about 2 weeks ago that I think is perfect if you're feeling overwhelmed. And then I would like to also kind of talk to you about your mindset, because that's kind of what has been on my heart. And the last couple of days, I feel like God just kind of opened my eyes or something about something I think we need to talk about. So I'm going to start with that really quick, and then I'm going to open it up for Jules to give you some tips on how to end the month strong. But I want you right now to think about something. Is there a ceiling hitting your head? Are you hitting your head on a ceiling? I was in a chat with somebody, and she mentioned to me that she knew she was the one boxing herself in and not living up to what she knew she was capable of in her business. And she was not doing exactly what she knew she could. And she was allowing very valid circumstances and feelings around her to trap her in. And I started thinking to myself, what does my ceiling look like? What do I think about every day that I'm not getting up and doing? Am I going as big as I possibly can? Am I doing everything I possibly can? I was in a chat with somebody else, and she said, well, I'm really, really fearful of working really hard and then not seeing the success, and everybody around me watching me work really hard and be like, oh, she couldn't do it. So I asked this simple question. Have you ever given a full month where you work that hard? And she said no. And she's been faithful and dedicated to Plexus for years, and she has never put in that kind of hard work. So my next question was, where do you want to go? Like, where do you want to go with your Plexus business? And she said, to the top. I want to be a diamond. And I said, then work like one. So here, you guys, I am telling you right now, you have to work like what you want to achieve. You have to identify the ceiling that is keeping you from your full potential. Maybe I actually wrote down a few things that it could be, and I want you just to think about it right now. Are you not being truthful about what Plexus has done for you? Are you not being truthful about why you're doing this business? Are you not being vulnerable and transparent? Are you allowing things outward to distract you and then beating yourself up by the end of the night because you didn't do what you knew you were supposed to do, what you wanted to do? Are you fearful? And if so, what are you fearful of? That is a ceiling. Like, you have got to figure that out. And here's the deal. We build our own box. We build that ceiling ourselves. And it dawned on me. I watched somebody on my team completely break loose of the bonds and chains that have been holding her down. And she signed 20 people in 6 days because she let loose. I am asking you right now, what chains are binding you down? What is holding you down? Because you know what? You created those chains. We each create that box. We build it brick by brick around ourselves. What would happen if you got a fist through that ceiling? What would happen if you acted through the fear? If you told your truth, if you were bold and you took the belief that I have, that Melissa has, that Laura has, that Janelle has, that Rachel has for you, and you build it with that belief to the point that you believe in yourself. Do you think your kids believe in you? Do you believe in your kids? You guys, your kids need to see you act, and they need to see you fail. Now that may be really surprising to you, but they're gonna fail, you guys. Your kids are gonna fail in their life. They need to know how to get past the fear and the failure. They need to know how to pick themselves up and keep going. What kind of example are you if you don't ever take risks because you're afraid of failure? What if you don't ever fail in front of your kids? They are not going to know how to pick themselves up in their childhood and adult life and move forward. This is the perfect opportunity, this business, for you to show your kids what they are capable of. Your kids are watching you. They are watching you. Fail forward. Get up and try again. I don't care if you have not sent one message this month, if you have not posted one time, you have 9 days to make a difference. 9 days. Do you know what can happen in 9 days when we have points on welcome packs? Do you realize what could happen? That is a huge number of people you can affect in 9 days. It is completely and utterly up to you. Your jewels have done everything in our freaking power to make it possible for you to plug people in. Plug in yourself, build your belief in yourself. We have gut health classes, we have income events, we have these block parties and girl nights out, and we have replays of the gut health stuff, and we have replays of the income. What we can't do is the work for you. We can't go into your circle of influence and do the work for you. We can even tell you exactly what to say in every circumstance. Every circumstance. You could ask us and we will help you. But we cannot do the work for you. We all started on an equal playing field. All of your jewels paid the same price for their website. We all have the same stuff. But you know what? You have your circle of influence. You go be positive in that circle of influence. I want to read something to you. When you do your job with excellence, and I'm talking about plexus, with excellence and accountability in a distinctively ethical and truthful manner, you cannot help but have a profound effect on the world around you. I'm going to read it again because I stumbled. When you do your job with excellence and with accountability in a distinctively ethical and truthful manner, you cannot help but have a profound effect on the people around you. You guys, how many people have you influenced this month? 3? That is not enough. You are capable of influencing hundreds, thousands of people. You are a positive, good, truthful, honest person, because you know what? If you weren't, you wouldn't be here. Just plain and simple. Plexus just kind of tends to weed out that stuff because of this company is covered in prayer. So if you are here, you are a good, positive spirit that needs to have an influence in people's lives. You have got to expand and break through that ceiling. No more playing small. You have 9 days left, and the most amazing, perfect storm, like storm in a good way, of growing your business. We have points on welcome packs. You have a stimulus money. If you bring people in, they can get the cheapest price it has ever been. You guys, this is the perfect situation for you to give it your all. I challenge you to give it your all for the next 9 days, and then give it your all in June. Just go. Keep going. Don't take a breath on May 31st. You roll into June 1st with new goals and you get going. I want to read a little something to you. God is a worker. 6 days he sets aside for vigorous, ambitious, creative work, making and naming and running things. And when he created man and woman in his image, the key point of resemblance is that we are workers too. We steward what God has made, join him in naming it, and receive his authority to rule over it. I want to ask you something. Are you stewarding your gifts well? Are you stewarding your gifts so that you can positively influence the world? So that you can positively run your business? Or are you pushing down those strengths? Kind of like undermining them? Or are you using them to your full potential? I really believe that's what jewels do. They get to emerald because they steward their skills well in light of what God has given them. They do their best to strengthen their weaknesses, but they really strengthen their strengths. Are you doing that? Our identity is deeply rooted in working acts. The fallout of sin complicates all this. Now we earn our keep by the sweat of our brows, or the soil we work, or words we craft. This is not always a fun job. Nobody likes to be told no. Nobody likes to be ghosted. Nobody likes to not know what to say next. But that's the part that's riddled with thorns. The work of our hands raise blisters. They give us headaches and backaches and put dark circles under our eyes. Then there's a verse where Moses asks God to value, honor, and further our human work, that we tend, mend, name, and grow in God's eternal purposes. I have not heard a story, a tear-jerking story in Plexus, where someone has not been crying out to God for something to help. Even if they do not have a close relationship with Jesus Christ, they are crying out to God for help. You are doing good here. You are doing good, and you have got to keep that in front of you. Woo! Okay, that's the first, come to Jesus part. I'm going to open it up to the jewels. And the question really is, how can we finish our month strong? We have 9 days. Jules, what do you think? Give your tips. What can our people do? What can we do? Laura.
Way to bring it, girl. I am like, amen, 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 amen. Oh my gosh. Love it, love it, love it. And if you came on here and you are discouraged, you are not alone. We have been discouraged in this business several times. I've been doing this for 6.5 years, y'all. I get discouraged. Yes, I'm a jewel. Yes, I am close to the top of the company, but I get discouraged. Y'all, it's not about your setback. It's about your comeback. How are you going to come back? How are you going to rise from that setback? God wants nothing more than good, but Satan wants nothing more than to destroy what God has built. Do not let Satan win. Okay? So I just had to add that in because your comeback is so powerful. And let me just tell you right now, I am working so hard. I had no idea back in January that this was going to happen. This COVID-19 was going to take over our world. and it was just going to like stop everybody in their tracks. And so I went through a time where I was like, I don't know what's going to happen to my business. Like, I have no idea. Y'all, people need what we have now more than ever. They need our opportunity. They need our products, but they need our opportunity more than ever. So my biggest thing for you in the last 9 days is to tell you, and you might want to write this down because I heard it the other day and I was like, wow, you have to be willing to do what those that aren't successful aren't willing to do. So you have to be willing to do the hard things that others that don't want to be successful are not willing to do. You have to be willing to do it. So is it that you're trying to add your 6 people and earn that stimulus? Are you at 1 and you really want to? You have to be willing to send out a lot of messages and hear a lot of no's. It is hard to hear no. It is hard to get ghosted. But y'all, there are people that are waiting. Just keep going. Keep your blinders on and just keep messaging, because there are people that need what you have. And I pray every day, I'm like, God, just bring those people into my life that need this opportunity and need these blessings, y'all. And he comes out of the woodwork. So he has people that message me and that respond to my post when I am faithful and consistent in posting on Facebook. And so pray every day that God will bring those people into your path, because he will. I promise you. Don't feel like you're doing this alone. You're doing it with him. You're partnered with him, and he is going to help you. I am so grateful that I didn't listen to my skepticism 6.5 years ago, and I just went all in. And I shared this on the New Ambassador, call that we just had. And I'm just so grateful that I didn't let that stop me. I'm like, I'm just going to do this. Like, I'm going to go all in, and I'm going to help as many people as possible. And that's where I'm at right now. My goal is to help as many people as possible. And I know a lot of people are like, well, Laura, don't you want to go diamond? Like, that's been my journey. I've been a sapphire for 4 years now. Y'all, to be stuck at sapphire, what a blessing. What a blessing. If you're stuck at silver or gold, it's okay. Keep going. But being stuck here is pretty great. Don't you want to be a diamond? Y'all, the more people I help, y'all have no idea. So here's the deal. I have done 50 Zooms this month. I've done more Zooms this month than I've done almost my entire business. I'm doing it, and I am going to help so many. I've got a girl going for a level 1 going for Ruby. I have got so many people wanting to re-rank Senior Gold and Ruby and Senior Ruby. And guess what? When those people reach their goals, my goals will be reached automatically. So I don't have to have my sight set on that. You just help as many people as you can, and your goals will be reached. Keep helping. Keep going for your goals. Don't stop, and be willing to do what those that aren't successful aren't willing to do. You are willing to do it. You are willing to go for your goals. You do the hard things, because I promise you, your efforts will be rewarded. Okay, that's it.
Thank you, Laura. Yes, that is so good, you guys. And not about your setback, it's about your comeback. I have that like circled. Okay, any other Jewel would like to share? I see Rachel. I see Amber.
Hey, I'll just say real quick. Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's Vicky. Yay.
Hold on. I'm sitting right next to Melissa, so it's echoing. Okay, so I just wanted to say really quick that I so appreciate us talking about like going all in on the last 9 days of the month. I remember when I first started Plexus, Melissa used to always tell me, we have so much month left, and it would be like the 29th. And I'm like, I don't really know if you know what day it is, but for me, I only have 2 days left or 1 day left. But she keeps saying how we have so much days or so much time left in the month. And then I realized how much can happen in 1 day or 2 days. Like incredible things can happen when you put on your blinders and you just go to work. So the fact that we have 9 days, I'm like, yo, we're not even at the end of the month. Everybody's like, oh, approaching the end of the month. And I'm like, whatever, we still have like a third of the month to go. So 9 days is plenty of time. Even if you've done nothing this entire month, a lot can happen. I mean, everything can happen in 9 days. I don't care if you just joined today. You can go gold in 9 days. Go for it. Just throw caution to the wind and go for it. That's all I have to say.
I love that. It's not the end of the month, y'all. Okay, who's next? Janelle.
I'll just share real quick. Isn't it so good to be part of Plexus, you guys? Isn't it so good to be part of our team? I have heard just some incredible statistics of, where we're at. You guys have heard that we had our second biggest day in Plexus history at the end of April. We pushed out more bags of active this month, like in 24 hours. And I always think, I don't know if you guys are like this, I always think of the people that didn't stay. And I think, dang, if they would have stayed, they'd freaking be an emerald for sure. Or if they would have stayed, they would be senior gold for sure. But they didn't stay. And some are coming back. Lots are coming back, actually. Lots that have said, like, I don't need the products or I don't need the business. Lots are coming back, which is exciting. But you guys have stayed. And I get really emotional to think, like, we have weathered some storms and it is good. You guys, what is ahead is good. And so in these last 9 days, that's a lot of days. I know it may or may not sound to you, your mindset may think that's a lot or not. That's a lot can happen in 9 days. A lot happens on the very last day of the month, let's be honest. And so wherever you're at, I just encourage you, schedule that party, invite people to that event, post regularly, whatever you have not been doing, commit to that, commit to yourself. And, your team is here to support you, but you got to do it. Like, your jewel cannot drag you to do it. We cannot beg you to do it. We cannot tag you on every damn post. Like, you got to do it yourself. You got to want it for you. I can't want it for you. I have a personal goal of 20 upper levels ranking this month. That's my personal goal. It's not even my rank goal. It's that I want it for my people, but I can't want it more than you want it. So 9 days, you guys, we can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Commit to what you can do and do that.
Hey, you guys, can y'all hear me? Janelle, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so I am going to be brief. Erin, thank you so much. You brought it. It was so encouraging. Thank you. I just want to say that we are in a season right now where everything is working. And let me tell you what I mean by that. Some people are taking their team members who are talking to potentials and throwing them in three-way chat, and three-way chats are working. Some people are doing online events. Some people are continuing to invite to the gut health, and that is working. Some people are committed to posting on social media consistently, and that is working. Right now, we're in a season where everything is working, but everything might not work for you. Okay, Sally over here is posting on social media for 7 days in a row, and she gets 4 new ambassadors, but I've been posting on social media for 7 days in a row, and I haven't gotten any new ambassadors. Well, there are a lot of outlying factors, okay? Sally might be been doing this for 3 times as long as you. She might have a bigger network. Her network might have more trust in Plexus. I mean, there are so many outlying factors, but my challenge for you is, if you know that pretty much there's something that you can do that will work, are you willing to find out what it is? Are you willing to figure it out? Everything can be figured out. And so don't look left to right. Don't compare. Don't think, oh, because she did an event and got to silver, but I did an event and didn't get to silver. That doesn't mean that this doesn't work for you. It just means that that event didn't help you achieve your goal. So are you going to have another event? Are you going to send messages to the people that were supposed to be on the event but didn't show up? How are you going to reach your goal? Don't look left to right, but figure it out. And we are here to come along upline. Utilize them. If you feel like you're doing all the things, are you? Are you getting your people in three-way chats? Are you in the activity that you need to be in to grow? So anyway, I am so excited to see what the last 9 days of this month brings. We have so much time. What Vicki said is true. You guys, there will be people that join Plexus today and that hit super silver. There will be people that join Plexus today and they will achieve gold. There was someone on another team that hit Ruby in 25 days. She joined and hit Ruby in 25 days. I mean, anything is possible if you are willing to dream big, utilize the systems, give it to God, get out of your comfort zone. And so I cannot wait to see how this month ends.
Me neither. I can't wait. Thank you, Melissa. I know you're busy today with family.
Hey, Erin, I can go.
Yay, Kim, go.
Hey, I just want to say that if you feel you are not being successful in this and you see all these people doing all these things and they're adding people, I will tell you why you are not successful. 9 times out of 10, it is because of fear and it is because of this. Every time. And you think, well, you're a jewel. Of course you're going to say that, or of course you don't have fear or whatever. Guys, 5 years ago, I moved to a town and my personal business went down because of here, because of my mind. Because in my mind, I said, I want friends. I don't want them to think I'm selling them something. And I realized that it was completely my problem up here in my mind, because I can't make that decision for somebody else that they want to change or they don't want to change or they want to help their health. And so I was robbing them of this amazing company. I was robbing them, and it was all in my mind, and this fear of reaching out, this fear of being rejected. And I never even knew I had that fear until I moved here. So it's just kind of crazy. So it is fear. You guys, there are 9 days left of this month. It is wide open, like everybody has said. And like Melissa and everyone has said, everything right now is working. And you think, oh, I'm going to bother somebody, or like she said, bug somebody. Guys, you are sharing products that change lives. Be bold about it and don't apologize for it. And send that message. Send it scared. I can't tell you how many messages I've sent scared. And guess what? Sometimes they get ignored, and that's okay. But it is shocking when they respond back, oh my gosh, yes, I have been needing something for this. And you think to yourself, I have been posting about this every day for 7 days or 7 years. For us, some of it's been 6.5 years. And why didn't you reach out to me? That's what I'm thinking. I don't say that, of course. So let me tell you, people do not see your posts. And you think, well, I don't want to post Plexus every day. They don't see your posts. People have lives. They're actually out there doing things. Well, when they get out of lockdown, they're watching Netflix, right? They're scrolling Facebook, but they may not see your post. And you see a lot of Plexus posts because you have a lot of Plexus friends, but they don't have those same friends. They have you. And so it's a hit and a miss. I mean, do you guys see my posts every single day in your newsfeed? Every day? No, unless you're posting on my stuff every single day, then you might see it. So get out of that fear mentality that you are bugging people. Get out of that and just share with a passion. Be bold. Be bold for what we have here at Plexus. You know it. You know what we have. You know the company. You know us. Take this belief from us if you need to, and go out there and share for these 9 days. I guarantee you, you will see growth in your business if you stop being afraid. So get out there and do it, and talk to your sponsor, your ambassador, your jewel above you, whoever it is. Talk to them, reach out to them. They want to help you. They want to be in three-way chats. They want to do a party for you. They want to help, but they can't unless you are willing to do the work. So y'all have a great Saturday.
Thank you, Kim. All right, go.
Yeah, let me just say something. I'm going to kind of reiterate what a lot of us have already been saying, but I just want to share with you, because I know that we have some newer ambassadors that are tuning in today, but then we also have some people who have been around here for a long time. And one of the things that's been working really well for my team in particular is these three-way chats. Because we're offering third-party validation. And one of the really cool things that I have been seeing, and this is very specific to those of you guys who have been here for a long time, who you guys have already seen success in your businesses, and you're like, I already know all the things to say. I've signed up people, all of that. But what we're finding is some of my best recruiters on my team, who they're like, I just can't get these people off the fence. They're throwing them in three-way chats, and they're going, oh my gosh, I just got more information from this person, and I've been working with them for 2 years, or I've been working with them for a year, and they never opened up to me the way that they just opened up to you. And they're getting so much closer to signing up than I ever could have gotten them. And so it's just really good proof that these three-way chats are working. So for those of you guys that have been doing this for forever, because I mean, I've also had some people say, but I'm a great recruiter. And I'm like, I know, you guys are amazing, but there's something really special about those three-way chats. And so if you haven't been implementing all of the things, if you haven't found your groove, or if you haven't found what's working, use these 9 days to do that. Like, plug people into the income option events. I still have people on my team who have not even attended an income option event. And I'm like, guys, like, get on here, just listen to it, build your belief, do all the things. I mean, a lot can, gosh, we sound like a broken record. I think you guys are going to be tired of us saying, we get it, there's 9 days left in the month. But seriously, and what's the thing that makes me the most excited is that everything that has already happened this month, and these next 9 days really are going to be even bigger, I believe, than what's happened in the first 3 weeks of the month. That's going to spill over into June, and it's just going to keep going and going and going, because we've got convention, which if you haven't gotten your team registered for convention, get them registered. What an incredible blessing it is. As much as it sucks, we all wanted to go to Tennessee, go to Nashville and stuff. We have more people that are registered for convention than ever could possibly have been. So get your people signed up for convention. We're going to have a new product. I mean, all these announcements and trainings, like what we do now in these 9 days is going to spill over into June. And the more we can get done now, that just means the bigger the June that we're going to have. So I'm just excited. I don't know. I've been doing this for 6 years. I don't know that I've ever been this excited before in my life. And kind of like what Laura has said, I don't think I've ever worked this hard in my business, which sounds, in my mind, it sounds crazy. I'm like, I'm an emerald. Like, I have worked my business hard. Why the heck have I not always been working it this hard? But it just goes to show how excited we are. Hold on just a second. Okay, there is a baby deer in my backyard. It's not dying. That's what baby deers get left by their moms all the time. I'm so sorry. Okay, this is real life, guys. This is like real life. But anyways, this just goes to show like our community and our support and how badly we want to help you guys succeed. My heart bleeds for my team and for all of you. And I just want to see you guys reach your goals. Use these 9 days. I guess I got to go rescue a baby deer. So I'm popping off now.
Real life.
I was just going to share really quick. Sorry, Erin. I was going to share.
No, go, Melanie, go.
Okay, so I want to talk about follow-up. So here's the thing, you guys. Fortune's in the follow-up. So I'm going to say something a little bit that I'll probably reiterate some other things too. But follow-up is so key. Even if somebody says no to me, it's like, they'll be back, right? Be confident with what you have to offer. And sometimes it's just timing with people, but keep them on your list, because you guys, I just think back over 6 years, I've had people come and go, but some people have so many of my level ones that used to take the products, they are seeing all the excitement, you guys, and they are coming back. So don't forget, if you've been in the business a while, to reach out to people that you used to be on the products, and maybe introduce some new products to them, right? And so I wanted to bring up Fortune in the follow-up. It takes on average between 8 to 15 exposures, you guys, for people to sign up. So don't get discouraged. That's normal. And just know it's in their timing. And as you're developing new relationships and expanding your network, you will find people. 6 years in, we're still finding people. And if you've already signed 3 this month, go for 6. I want you to push yourself a little bit harder than you ever have. This is the time, you guys. You want to be in massive activity, and it will reap the results you're looking for. I remember when I hit Emerald, we gained like 260 points in one day. One day. So when we're talking about there's 9 days left in the month, think about what can happen in 9 days. You guys, in one day, a lot can happen. So much happens at the end of the month. So this is when you want to be in massive activity. You want to be planting those seeds, and you want to go for those bonuses. It's so exciting, and help your people do the same. And, don't just pray and post, right? I remember Bob Heilig says that. Don't just pray and post for people to come. You got to follow up. People that are liking your posts, people that are commenting, reach out to them. Thank you for your support, right? You continue to building those relationships. So, and you do definitely start your day in prayer. Like, Lord, please bring me people that I can bless and I can help, and be confident to know that you have a gift that you are offering someone. People out there are desperate for these products, and they're desperate for this opportunity. And you could be the vehicle to get them, where they want to be in their life. I mean, how cool is our job? We have the best job ever, that we get to impact people, change their lives, and bless them. That's all I have to say. Happy Saturday.
Thanks, Melanie.
Hey, Erin, real quick, I wanted to say something. I just want to tell you guys, in case you've missed it, that, so I don't know if you've ever had a moment, for some of you that have been here a while, when you think, remember when there was that momentum. For us, we had some major momentum throughout the years, some different times. And at times I've thought of, oh, remember when, and I wish it was like that, and I wish that people were messaging me and stuff like that. So I just want you guys to know that this is the month that it's happening. This is the month that it's happening. So I don't want it to pass you by. People are reaching out. People are desperate for finances. People are desperate for the products and for health. And so I don't want you to think this is just another month. Like, this is the month that momentum is here, that people are, I have gotten just messages out of the blue, and that hasn't happened. I just got one right before we're on the call. Hey, I'm interested in your Joyome. Tell me more about it. Joyome's not even like a crucial health thing, but the difference is I have that passion again. We have completely turned around our businesses this month. So I just don't want you to sit this month out. Like, this is the month. And I know we keep saying that, but I just want you to wake up to the fact that exactly what Melissa said. For me, Joyome is like going nuts. Like, I posted a post like I do all the time on my mom's group. Usually there's one like. This month, comment after comment. I need it. I want it. How do I get it? Tell me more. More info, more info. What's different this month is people are home. People are on social media more. Prayer. Whatever it is, I just want you guys to know this is the month that we've been waiting for. This is the time we have been waiting for. People are ready. And so we are now reaping that harvest that we've been sowing, and we've been sowing, and we've been sowing. And so I'm just super excited. So just like Melissa said, do something, whether it's the parties, whether it's a 7-day posting, which I really recommend. Get back to posting testimonies. Is anybody else having a major success posting testimonies again? Post those testimonies, post every day on Facebook, post on your stories. It's activity. Find what works for you. So I just want to tell you guys that don't sit this one out. Don't say, I mean, next month's going to be just as huge. These next 2 months, do not sit them out. Don't let it pass you by. That's all I have to say.
I totally agree. Okay, were there any other jewels on? I think that might be all of us today. Okay. I want to, now you may be going, oh my gosh, okay, you're telling me to plug into things and I just feel overwhelmed and I don't know what to do. So I'm going to give you some really practical steps that Melissa gave 2 weeks ago, and I'm going to reiterate them, so get a pen ready. Or this is really, really good for somebody just starting out, for somebody coming back. Number 1, commit to posting on social media every day. Plexus, personal, and stories. Stories are where it's at right now. Get those stories going. Most of us are doing 7-day challenge chats. You can, jump into one of those and do those 3 things every day. 2, open, this is so key, you guys. Open your virtual office every day. This puts you in the mindset of business momentum, of business action. Take a minute and just look at your points. I want you to visualize what you want those points to be. Visualize what you want someday, but really visualize what do you want at the end of May. Visualize it. Figure out the numbers where you are right now, work backwards. How many new people do you need between now and the end of the month to get to that number? And then what you are going to do is you are going to get in the mindset of working like the rank you want. You are going to get into action. Work like the rank you want to be. And then 3, ask yourself, what am I going to plug in today to make that happen? What specific actions do I need to take to get to that point by the end of the month? And then you do it. You plug it in. I want to address something before we wrap up here. I'm going to do a couple of things. I'll pray a verse over us quickly. Then I want you to put me into speaker view because I want to talk to you directly. But before I do that, somebody posted that they were afraid. They had fear. They were having difficulty breaking through the ceiling because they were fearful of losing their dream. I want you to understand something right now. If you are fearful of losing your dream and that puts you and paralyzes you, puts you into inaction, you have already lost it. You have lost it. That's losing the dream. Inaction is losing the dream. Do you understand that? And look, your dream can change and it's dreaming should be movement. The planning to get there is what is solid. So you need to sit with that. You have lost your dream if you are paralyzed to do anything about it. All right, so I need to think about that. Okay, I'm gonna stop now and I'm gonna pray. And then I want you to put me on speaker view instead of gallery because I want to talk directly to you before we go. All right, let's pray. Lord, I come before you right now and I ask that you move so mightily in our teams and in our leaders and in all of these people that we can only point to you by the end of the month, that we can only say it is God. Lord, let your ear be attentive to the prayer of this your servant and to the prayer of your servants who delight in revering your name. Give your servant success today by granting him favor in the presence of the people we talk to. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, now put me on speaker view. I want to tell you something right now. I gotta put my paper up here so I want you to listen to me. You are unbound. You are unbound. You have no ceiling. There is no box that will hold you in anymore. You are completely free of the bondage and the chains that you have established on your wrists and your ankles, on your heart, on your mouth, on your mind. You are unbound at this moment. May the Lord of God rest on you. May his favor rest on your work. May he establish the work of your hands this month for you. Lord, establish the work of our hands. You guys, let's do this. We got it. Love you all. Go to work. Love your families. Get good rest. And may our days be prolonged, our hours prolonged to get it done. Have a great day, everybody.